Hello, welcome to my life. Great goodness, people, where we cook and talk relationship. Today we are looking at those things that can make our marriages work. One of the things that can make our marriage work is foolishness. Yes, I know you'll be surprised when I say foolishness. Yes, foolishness, because it takes somebody that have to have understanding. It takes somebody to be patient for marriage to work. Before you get to a level where you get used to your spouse, you must be foolish, you must be patient, you must have understanding. The reason why you see sometimes people get divorced 1 to 2 years of their marriage, because sometimes these people seems to be very wise. You seem to know it all. Most times you see the wise women, intelligent women don't stay long in marriage. When I mean wise, I'm not talking about book. I'm talking about men and women that know everything, that is so perfect, that knows everything, that doesn't make mistake, that want their things to be like this. Most times, these people don't stay long in marriage. That's why I said it takes foolishness to be successful in marriage. You know, it takes somebody to be very patient. What is patience? Something that you know that you won't take it and somebody is doing it to you. You might not be cheating, you might not be anything. Sometimes it's not cheating that ended people's marriage. It could be, I don't like the way you eat, and you are not giving your partner to change the way she or he eats, and that can also end people's marriage. I've heard where people say because of the way they press their toothpaste, that has ended people's marriage. So it takes foolishness, it takes patience, it takes understanding to get to a stage where you both get used to yourself and then know that this is who I got married to, this is the person I got married to, this is the nature of this person. So if you don't have that patience, if you don't have that understanding, if you don't have that time, there is no way marriage can work for you. So that's why I said it takes foolishness, because, you know, when I mean foolishness, you see something that you know that this is how it's supposed to be. An adult that you got married to is doing it the other way around. So it's foolishness for you to accept it in the wrong way or take your time to correct this person. You might not even do it once, twice, 10. You can do it like 5, 7 times before the person get to understand and then get used to it. So some people might never change. They might never change. There are some things that our spouse do. There's some things that our husband or wife do that we just accept it and become part of it. So that's why I said it takes foolishness for you to be able to get married. Most times you see people living happily in marriage. You don't know the sacrifice they have made to be able to stay together. You wonder, what is it? So that's why if you want to have a successful marriage, you must be very patient and you must delete unforgiveness in your marriage. Because unforgiveness is the major problem that we have that makes people marriage not to work. A lot of people have the spirit of unforgiveness. It takes them time to forgive their spouse. They say it, they repeat it, whatever happened for years past, they keep saying it. That one offense, that one mistake, give back to other things because they tied it to their hearts. And then one of the things that makes marriage to work is for you to continue how you started. Because I believe that there is no man that can see a wrong woman and get married to her. And there is no woman that can see a wrong man and get married to her. So why in a relationship, whatever role you play, that's why I beg young people, when you are getting into a relationship, please do your best not to pretend. Just be yourself. Let the person that you are getting married to not see a different package after marriage, because most times people get married and change, and for that reason the marriage can work because you are pretending. But if you are who you are after marriage and before marriage, it's not going to be like a different package. This is who I'm getting married to. This is who she is. And this is who he is. So with this, people will have peace in marriage. Then maturity. Maturity is needed in marriage. But you know, when I mean maturity, it's not by age. Maturity is whereby you know that you are living with a human being. You know that this person can make a mistake, because mistake is allowed in marriage. The reason why people have problem in marriage, most times we seem to look like we want to marry a person that is very perfect. The person because some people are so perfect, they can't make mistake. Little things cause trouble in the marriage. There are little things that cause troubles in marriage. There are little things that put people off in marriage. Sometimes people look at cheating as a major problem in marriage, cheating and violence. Let me tell you, sometimes things lead to cheating. For instance, if you are a person who go to the bathroom and take a shower and you don't like those foam, you don't like those soap to be placed on the wall, you risk it very well. Somebody like me, when I'm taking my shower, when I'm finished bathing, I'll bathe my bathroom. That is the kind of person I am. I need to take the water, start cleaning it up and clean everything. Now, if you have a husband who doesn't do that, there are some people with this, just that the man doesn't do it the way you want it. You start feeling anger. Before you know, you start developing hatred. Before you know, you start losing interest in marriage. Sometimes the way the person is eating, you feel that he doesn't have table manners, and you keep trying to change the person, the way the person is eating. Why you chew your mouth like that? Little things end marriage. So when you are getting married, you are going to see the things you don't like. Get ready, because relationship is different from marriage. Because you are dating the person that you have never lived with, and suddenly you started living with the person. Like the first example I made, that I get into my shower, into my bedroom, I take my shower, I wash my bedroom again. That's the kind of person I am. Now let's assume that my husband is not that kind of person. Then what do? Before you know, you start getting angry. Babe, I don't like the way you bathe. I don't like the way you messed up the bedroom. Before you know, you start talking anyhow. Before you know, you start pouring insults. So in that case, what do? If you are a woman, then you notice that, both of you are going out at the same time. You allow him to take a shower for. Then you get into the bedroom and pour it and raise it the way you want it. See, there's a way you teach people, they learn. For example, you have a husband who comes back from work and pull off his shoes from the sitting room and pull off his stockings. Those things makes marriage to end. And then you come back and say, you always pull your shoe, you shout and talk to him like your baby. What happened? The man started getting tired that you're nagging. What do you do to change that kind of person? When he pulls his shoe, pick it up and fix it where he's supposed to fix it. It's not a cow. By the time you fix it 1, fix it 2, fix it 3, without talking. When next is fixing it, he will come and look at you and tell you sorry, without you speaking. So manners of approach is very, very necessary in our marriage. Maybe you have a wife who doesn't dress well at home. That was how she was brought up. Probably she grew up in a home where her mom tied wrappers on her chest every time. And then she gets married, she wants to live like her mom. So she's at home, she's always tying wrapper on her chest. And every time you come in as a man, you get angry that your wife is tying wrapper on her chest. What do? When you go out, get her nice clothes, her swear. You might not be brand new, it might be second hand, depending on your size. Get it for her. Baby, I love this dress on you. I want you to be. You can buy 1, 2, 3, 4. Whenever you come back, you see, if you're tying wrapper, go and bring that clothes that I bought for you the other time. She go get it, wait. She do it 1, 2, 3, 4. Next time when she hear your voice, she will rush in and change it. Let us learn how to correct ourselves. That's why I said, if you want to be married, you must be a fool to have a successful home. Because sometimes you're coming from a rich home and they're getting to marry to somebody that is not so rich. And then the way they serve you, the servant in the house and everything, you must drop those things from your parents and know that, you are not coming with those servants. You are going to face your marriage. You are going to be with your husband. There is no servant, there is no domestic staff, there is no cook, there is no whatever. I mean, these little things lead to cheating. By the time a man is at home, he's not seeing the vibe that he's supposed to see. He sees his wife like bondage. She's not coming out the way I want it. she doesn't dress well, she does not brush her teeth on time, I don't like the way she eats. Before you know, you start hanging out. Sometimes cheating does don't fly on the road. Something leads to something. Before you know, as a woman, you get tired. You feel that you are bored. The way he talks, the way he behaves. So it takes patience. It takes understanding. It takes foolishness and forgiveness to have a successful home. And it takes patience. What do I mean by patience? By the time we come together as husband and wife, we see different things we don't like about each other. We correct it in love. We correct it in patience. We correct it with time. We start getting used to it. That's why when you see couples that have lived for 7 years, 10 years, 20 years, they think alike. They behave like the same thing. You wonder, are they related? You think they are brothers and sisters because they have taken the time to start thinking the same way. For instance, I eat a very hot food. I like hot food. I can't imagine eating cold food. But when I got married, my husband likes a very cold food. Whenever he wants to eat, if I put my hand in his food, I will remove it because it's so cold. With time, he now eats hot food more than me. You see, in different way, we have to adjust to have a successful marriage. When you come together, there are some things that you need to accept. There are some things that you cannot accept. Then you blend together. But if you say that everything that this person comes with, he must drop, it's not possible. Let's be sincere. There are some things we need to drop. There are some things we need to accept our spouse. There are some things we need to take that this is who this person is. This is just like you're saying, oh, this person that is fair, come and be dark. There are some things that you can't change from people. Just accept it and have peace. Then when you don't want to accept it, that is when you have trouble. And then secondly, we need God in our home. You know, it baffles me how I see people when they want a husband or a wife, they go to church, they pray, they fast. Now, once they get what they want, once they have what they want, they no longer recognize God in their life. If you show me any successful home, I will show you a genuine child of God. Because, you know, when people say they are Christian, you can call yourself a Christian and you're not a Christian. Because there are some men that are elders, leaders in the church that still live a double standard life. So you can bear a name that does not belong to you. So if you want to have a successful marriage, you must acknowledge God in your life. You must make him number one in your life. You must make him be the leader, the author, the finisher of your home. And then let him know that you can do without him. And then when you have him, when he be the leader, everything will go well with you. Then lastly, both of you must know that you are very, very important. Let your wife know that she is your priority. Let your husband know that he is your priority. Let him know that he comes first. Because most times when couples have children, they seem to neglect each other. Most especially the women, because they are very busy breastfeeding, taking care of the child, the excitement of the baby, the joy of becoming the mother, the stress, the distraction can actually make you to be far from your husband, your spouse, unknowingly or unconsciously. So make it a deliberate thing to know that your spouse is your number one in your life. And then when you make him feel comfortable, make him feel number one in your life, make him feel very important, he will join you to raise the child. Because before the child comes into your life, both of you sleep together, you eat together, you drink together. And now the child has come in and everything has changed. The man start feeling lonely, start feeling neglected, start feeling that he's lonely, he start hanging out. Before you know, water pass Gary. So guys, let your spouse know that they are number one in your life. And then let them know how important they are to you. Make it a duty to tell your spouse that she's very important. Just like as I am now, somebody is just telling me every time, Glory, you are very important to me. You are number one in my life. You are so important. I love you. I want you to know you are so dear to me. I just want to appreciate you for all that you do for me. You know how I will feel? So imagine telling your wife every time how important she is to you. Imagine you telling your husband every time how important he is to you. With this, you will have a successful marriage. Remember, to have a good home, somebody must play part of a fool. Foolish people make a good home. Wise people don't make a good home. Thank you so much. Great Goodness people, where we cook and talk relationship. We're going to have part 2 of this. Bye-bye.